subjects right now is bars and restaurants. Seeing as we have the coronavirus going around, we are having limited capacity at our restaurants. But even with limited capacity, you're still at risk to have something happen at your property, such as a fire or a slip and fall or some kind of employee negligence, something or other. What can we do to take care of the clients, and what situations have you seen that could really hurt their business if they didn't have that coverage?
Well, they are required, most restaurants are required to carry some type of liability policy, general liability policy. That will protect them for slip and fall on their premises, and it will protect them if somebody came back after them and wanted to claim they got hurt while they was there to sue them or something.
Okay.
So it's best to keep general liability coverage. Also, restaurants that has liquor liability, even though we are in this time frame now with the COVID, but liquor liability is very important if you're serving any type of alcohol in your restaurant. To pick up that coverage for your restaurant is the liquor liability to match. And on restaurants also, you can request assault and battery in case something did happen on your premises that was out of your control, and you would have the assault and battery coverage.
Wonderful.
And you can go up as far as $2 million with your limits of liability for your liability on restaurants.
Wonderful.
So.
And we do offer all of these coverages. Some carriers will have you break it down into different policies, but we do have carriers that provide commercial package policies, correct?
Correct. They can do the commercial property. That would cover your restaurant for any type of fire and vandalism. Also, wind and hail if you choose to include it. And it can include the theft coverage, providing you have an alarm system on your restaurant. You can also get some type of professional liability if you are required by your landlord to carry that.
Okay.
But most of the coverages that landlords require is the commercial general liability, the liquor liability, the commercial property to protect your personal assets on the inside of the restaurant.
Okay, perfect. And the assault and battery coverage that we were kind of touching on earlier, that's more centered towards like entertainment venues, like nightclubs, gentlemen's clubs, things like that?
Right. So if you had like a gentleman's club and you had a general liability policy that included the assault and battery, that's if like somebody came in, and a fight broke out and somebody got hurt on the property. And that's when your assault and battery coverage would kick in as far as coverage for that person if they tries to sue the gentleman.
And going back to commercial property, one of the other big risks, since we do live in coastal Florida, is hurricane, wind, hail damage coverage. What kind of options can we provide to our customers for their commercial buildings in regards to that kind of coverage?
On your commercial property, if you own your building or even if you're leasing your building, the coverage is available. You can get the fire, vandalism, theft, wind, and hail, which includes the hurricane.
Okay.
But you also have the option of not, excluding it if you don't think you need it if you leasing the premises. But if you own a property in Florida and you're leasing it out for a business as a restaurant, you need to get some type of commercial property, which includes the wind and hail.
Okay.
And most companies now is available, and the average percentage that the highest I've seen is 5%, and the lowest I've seen is 3% deductible.
Okay, and that's the percentage of the building value, right?
Right,
Okay.
of that building value.
And if they do happen to have hurricane damage, say it tears part of the roof off, water gets inside and really damages the inside of the building, what are the different things that we can do to help that customer as far as getting back in business or at least staying stable while they're not able to operate?
Well, as far as the companies that we represent, they do have claim service within the 24-hour period where they can come out and take pictures of the damages and everything, and then close it up so that it can not get any more damage to the building.
Now, say if the restaurant has damages to the inside of the building where they can't use it, they can't operate as normal, is there coverage for their loss of income in that instance?
Only if they have the coverage included on that commercial property policy.
So would you have to request business income loss as an additional coverage?
Right.
Very, very important for our clients to know. You can call one of our agents anytime to request this kind of coverage or get further information about business income loss. Like I said, Miss Sandra is our #1 producing agent in our office. She's been with A&B Insurance for 17 years? 15 years?
Mm-hmm.
She's been with us for 15 years, our #1 producer, the brightest smile in our office. Every single client loves Sandra, and you guys will too. So if you have any questions or you would like to get a free quote on your business property or commercial general liability needs, you can always call us anytime at 904-388-6446.